right, welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and tonight we got a doozy of a show for you as GlitchyBasturds enters the ring in one-on-one Idol Division contest. Glitchy last week beat up T and Angel a bit, I guess. I mean, didn't really beat up Angel, but beat up T in a mixed division tag team match, and is now here to have a singles Idol Division match. The week before then, she enforced Minty into fighting T, only for Minty to lose, and Glitchy got her payback. And now she's looking to continue her Wrath of Destruction on the Idols Division. Not in the number one contenders match for this next upcoming PLE, but T, her opponent last week, will be in it. And speaking of T, it is MamaInu, the mother of T. Definitely going to want to avenge the loss her daughter suffered at the hands of the gruesome Glitchy. MamaInu, the shoot mother of TeaTheShiba, ready to fight one-on-one. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen MamaInu lace up her boots and enter the squared circle. MamaInu is also not going to be in the number one contendership match for the Idols Division Championship, but I imagine she wants to win this fight, and then she wants T to win her fight, and they'll celebrate backstage as winners. A lot's riding on MamaInu to be a good example for her daughter and just beat the crap out of her opponent. MamaInu shows no mercy when she steps between those ropes. She's the oldest and wisest member of the MPW roster, and it shows every time she steps into her corner. MamaInu versus Glitchy. They've faced off before. They faced off in the War Games match that contained the entire Idols division. They've faced one-on-one before with when Glitchy brought T over and used her sort of as a pawn, as a way to get into the mind of MamaInu. But it didn't really work out for Glitchy. So she's definitely going to be trying to get a victory over MamaInu here tonight. The conditions for the Idols Division War Games match was if Glitchy's team won, Glitchy would get a shot at the Idols Division title, but if her team lost, she would not be allowed to target Draven's title for 5 weeks as the big lass dives over the top rope. I mean, like, she like lazily stepped over it, but that now that Draven is no longer champion, technically they didn't really read the contract. Technically, Glitchy can target the title again, and Shmeeps is definitely someone she's come into contention with before, and we could see Shmeeps and Glitchy face off maybe at some point. As they make it back into the ring. Glitchy started out her career, basically started out her career, assaulting Shmeeps. Their history goes back from the beginning of MPW. Hurricane Rana, maybe? No. The strength of Glitchy just catching her in the powerbomb. Glitchy has been obsessed with the Idols Division title since day one, before its conception, before its inception, before it was made. She's wanted to be number one. And that's what she's been trying to do. She's been doing anything she can. She's been getting the idols onto her side. She's doing everything. But Draven and Shmeeps have just been one step ahead of her each time. And her last recruited member is MintyClovers at this point. Minty probably 0-13 at this point, trying to get a win and helping Glitchy to get it being used. Hashtag not my MintyClovers as the elbow drop across the ring from the biggest beauty in show business in professional wrestling. Glitchy. Glitchy wrenching the neck of MamaInu and stomp it in a leg drop. MamaInu rolls up Glitchy for a 1 count. Way too soon. Not enough damage done to Glitchy to get that win, but catching her off guard. Hurricane Rana. Slaps Glitchy across the face. MamaInu takes control, stepping on the jewelry of Glitchy on the wrists, her iced wrists. DDT. Elbow drop. Big elbow drop. Trying to put that elbow through her chest. Say it with your chest as MamaInu. Backing up for the punch of the century. Some would call it the woman's rights. But we're not going to steal that. Glitchy grabs MamaInu and drops her on her tail. And goozles her, but with the mandible claw, wrenching the life out of MamaInu. Goes for the pin. This could be it. Kicks out at 2. MamaInu, you gotta wonder where TeaTheShiba got her never say die attitude from, and it's definitely from her mama. MamaInu rolls up Glitchy again, catching her off guard. 1 count, only a 1-banger. Clothesline. Glitchy will meet MamaInu outside. And the carnage will continue on the outside here, right in front of our French-Canadian commentator's booth. Glitchy taking control and throwing MamaInu into the barricade. Into that back corner of the booth. She's going to make her way back into the ring, and MamaInu's not far behind. Into the corner. Ooh, the chops lighten up the chest of Glitchy. Honestly, as Glitchy's so tall, the chops usually just go straight to her abs. Punch to the face, right in the schnoz. Going to all 4 corners, are we? I don't know, but clobbering Glitchy in the corner. And now cutting off the circulation and the flow of air to Glitchy's neck. MamaInu is being technical here. Just picking apart Glitchy. MamaInu, atomic drop. Into another atomic drop that hurts all the tendons in your legs. Hurts your knees, your meniscus, your ACL. As MamaInu gets the crowd behind her, climbing to the apron. Maybe thinks against what she's doing. Just choking Glitchy. Ref kind of in the way of the hard cam. MamaInu's looking to fly the Shiba Airways. At a 3 count, the 2 get back into the ring. MamaInu throws Glitchy into the corner. Chops, lights her up. The classic old chops. Off the ropes, and Glitchy just scoops her. Hearing voices. Looking for that back body drop onto the tailbone. And Glitchy is looking to end it here. Goozles her for the frame drop. Ooh. Pulling MamaInu away from the ropes. 1, 2, 3. Glitchy in an impressive match. Oh, I got chills there. We haven't heard this in a while. And Minty has boiled over and has assaulted Glitchy. I think that she's just sent in her resignation. And we will move on to our next contest here tonight. All right, time for our next contest, but I gotta say that Minty seemed to have had enough and just assaulted Glitchy after their match. Or after her match. I don't know what that bodes for Glitchy and Minty, but Sleepy is making his entrance. Formerly undefeated, Sleepy just took another loss to Unchained last week. And could this be a theme now? The undefeated champion, or not, well, it wasn't a champion, but undefeated icon taking his first couple losses. Will this be a pattern, or can TheSleepyPengu pick it back up? I can't ever say that Sleepy doubts himself. I don't feel like he's ever had a doubt in his mind ever. But honestly, I think he might be stressed. I think he might be too in his head. He always seems stone cold to me, but we'll have to see. As B.A. Tycho will be his opponent. As about 5 new people showed up to the arena to see B.A. Tycho versus TheSleepyPengu. We just let in 5 people that came in from another show. Welcome. B.A. Tycho says he is the name of he's the voice of the people. He talks for everyone. He listens. He hears you. Doesn't matter if you don't think he does. He speaks for you and he says he hears you. This man wants to bring and restore chaos to the MPW division, the MPW Icon division that was caused by Gareth and Merlin, and he's been on a tear recently. Hasn't been able to pick up too many wins, but he's been quite impressive, and this is the first time he's been branched out. Last week he was in the corner of Merlin watching the match from the sidelines and actually stole the Icon Division Championship for a moment before Merlin took it back to get into the head of Merlin in his contest against Gareth. But Sleepy is going to face B.A. Tycho. And really the question you got to ask is, who the hell is B.A. Tycho? He just showed up, he saved Unchained from being assaulted, and he's just kind of been there. You gotta ask, who is under the mask? Is he just some Joe Schmo? Is he someone we know? You never know. And maybe one day that will be answered, but right now the answer is who's going to pick up the win here, as the hammer fist from B.A. Tycho onto TheSleepyPengu. Sleepy's never had a match against B.A. Tycho. Tycho is relatively new here, and he just manhandles Sleepy. Oh, off the ropes with a flying forearm. Beautiful springboard forearm to the floor. As Tycho takes complete control. Tycho is the only competitor in the MPW roster to wear a mask. You also could think that B.A. Tycho could be multiple people. He could be, I mean, his stature and size is pretty unique, but you never know who's under that mask. There could be 5 identical people that all be, that's probably a little bit ridiculous, but there could be 20 at a count of 6, hammer fists to the floor. They have till the count of 10 to get back forearm elbows. The ground and pound is real. Referee's discretion as B.A. Tycho throws Sleepy into the barricade and then into the ring post. 8 count. They have two more counts to get back in. 9 count. Sleepy has to get up, or B.A. Tycho has to break the count. Count of 9. B.A. Tycho might just take the easy win here. Sleepy reeling, and a quick victory for B.A. Tycho. just catching Sleepy off guard, and a swift victory. Completely dominant in that performance, not leaving Sleepy any room, and taking the count-out victory as the refs check on him. He was thrown into probably one of the fastest victories. He was thrown into the barricades and then into the posts. Maybe someone showed up that BA Tycho has to talk to. I don't know, maybe he had to run home. It left his oven on. Maybe some new people showed up and he wanted to end it early. But let's move on to our third match of the evening. All right, that was a very impressive and quick win for BA Tycho, but now it is time for TeaTheShiba to make her entrance. This is a 3-bean casserole match to determine the #1 contender for the Idols Division Championship. We are taking the top 3 idols and we're putting them in a ring in a 3 beans, no holds barred, anything goes match. The first person to get the win or get a pin or submit their opponent will be the #1 contender for Shmeep's title, and this is T. TeaTheShiba was in the first ever Idols Division. I always think myself. First person to enter the Idols Division match against Draven for the first time ever for the first title and lost it. This is about redemption for T. This is about rewriting the wrongs she did and fighting Shmeeps as herself for the Idols Division Championship. But speaking of Idol Division champions, this is the first ever Idol Division champion to ever lace a pair of boots. This is Dancing with Draven. She was the first ever Idol Division champion, the longest reigning Idol Division champion, and lost it to Shmeeps. She's only taken 2 career losses, and it was from Shmeeps and Shmeeps. So, can Draven pick up this win here to get back the title she lost and prove that she can beat Shmeeps, or will she fall down another loss? The #1 rated idol in the division is Draven. She has never been, as far as my recollection, been in a triple threat or a 3-bean casserole match. So this is a little bit of a new situation for Draven, but this is just one more person to harm. One more person to hurt. A mix of styles here as Draven eyes down her opponent and turns around for her last opponent to make the entrance, which is someone that Draven is very familiar with. It is MPW's own Bunny Bean Usaino. Usaino's been taking some losses recently, but is still top in the charts with how many wins she's gotten. They are very dominant and probably is considered the ultimate underdog of MPW, even though she's a bunny. Usaino is the MPW's own Bunny Bean, and they are here to try and get their shot. They have familiarized themselves, or they are familiar with 3-bean casserole matches, as they were the first person to win a 3-bean casserole match. Usaino, TeaTheShiba, and Draven, one-on-one here to see if who is able to pick up the win. Draven, Usaino, and T, all wanting one thing, and that's the title around Shmeep's waist. Northern Light suplex early pin, but Usaino's not going to allow that. These kind of matches are super interesting because when you're in a one-on-one contest, you have to deal with one person. In a 3-on-3 or a 3-way contest, trading German suplexes, you have to deal with both competitors, not just one, and then you also have to not only take care of each competitor, you have to make sure that those competitors don't get pinned. As we've said before, T doesn't want Draven pinning Usaino. Usaino doesn't want T pinning Draven. They want to stop each other from pinning each other, and as I say that early pin, 1 count by T way too early. And they can use anything. Sling Blade rolls over into the basement dropkick by Usaino. T going for not the pedigree, but the butterfly driver. They can do anything they want. I think there might be rope breaks, actually. I was going to say there's no rope breaks, but triple threats have strange rulings. Snap suplex. Goes for another one? Another one. Draven on the outside, reeling. And Draven is looking to bring in... Oh, I thought... It looked like she was looking under the... Oh, boom! The snoot of the bunny! Was looking under the ring, but she's not. They can use weapons. They can be outside the ring for as long as they want. They can do anything like that. And Draven's going to show what I'm talking about right here as she grabs the sludge hammer and charges TeaTheShiba right in the knee. That could bust open the kneecap. Oh, on the hand and the shoulder of T. Draven is taking it to T in the lower back. That could break a spine or dislocate a vertebrae as Usaino starts kicking Draven. Usaino just comboing Draven, completely taking her off guard. Usaino's had a rough past couple weeks, and they're looking to pick up a massive win. They're called the ultimate underdog for a reason, and that's because they overcome the odds. German on the floor. All three fighting as Draven super kick to Draven by T. But Draven's not down yet. Usaino's not gonna let them all have all the fun. The educated bunny feet of Usaino tosses Usaino into ripcord knee. And now Draven and T dance. They're trading downs partners every 2 seconds. Picks her up and puts her over her knee like a upset father. But Daddy Draven is getting caught off guard with these kicks and turns her attention to T as Usaino pulls out the sludge hammer to the knee of Draven. Throws her into the barricade, and Usaino is just harnessing Triple H discus. Big boot by T and said, look what happens when you try to hit me with a sledgehammer. Tosses Usaino as she turns her attention to Draven trying to create positioning or spacing Uranagi onto the solid steel barricade. Right on those sharp corners too. But Draven's not going to let that slide as Usaino is kind of just enjoying her free time there as they look under the ring for a chair. Ooh. Knee to the Frankensteiner on the floor, and Usaino smashes the chair over TeaTheShiba's head. T throws them into the barricade. Chops lighten Usaino up. Shades of MamaInu, and a running knee, not letting either of them get an option to do anything. She slaps the knee, says, come on! And then gets another knee! The complete dominance of TeaTheShiba, the overdog, because she is never under anything. The only thing she's under is the impression that she's gonna win. Oh! Moonsault into the inverted DDT off the ropes. And Usaino and Draven take the ring to themselves. Usaino in the corner looking for maybe that bunny hop Pele kick. And T's waiting for her. Oh, sledgehammer. And takes down Usaino while Draven is stunned. Kick out at 2. T has the hammer. It's hammer time. Ooh, saying get up to Draven with the sledgehammer to the gut. And goes for the pin. The sledgehammer could be anybody's at the end to anyone. Flips them over onto, oh, maybe it was going for the knee, but didn't have enough spacing. Kind of got caught off guard in the ropes. But there's some knees for you. Hope you didn't miss them. Drops the head onto the sledgehammer as Draven takes out T. And Draven goes under as T boops the snoot. Kendo stick in hand with Draven, swing and a miss. And another boop the snoot. Swing and a miss again. T is going up, and Draven cracks her across the head, sending her to the canvas and rolls her into a pin. 1, 2, no, kick out at 2. That was crazy. Toppled T. And drops her on the knee, spinning jawbreaker, I guess. I don't even know what you would call that, to be honest. She does it so often, I still don't know what it's called. DDT. Usaino rolls out the ring to get some space. Drop toe hold. Grabbing the toes. Draven has taken control from T. And they're all alone as Draven throws T. And it looks like Draven debuting this move last week, sending T for a little bit of a dance here. And Usaino is in awe, maybe waiting for her moment to strike. They're waiting there. As Usaino rushes to break up the pin, not even a 0 count. That's how quickly she broke it up. As Draven's got them on the ropes, nowhere to go, but T saves Usaino. Bumps him. Ooh, double attack there. Drop toe hold. Grabs the leg into a submission hold. Leg lock. Could we see Usaino tap out here? No, we will not. They fight out of it. Usaino's legs are very important to their offense. So Draven damaging them, it's very important and very vital. Was looking for a sledgehammer move there maybe, but didn't. Over the knee. Goes for the pin. T trips, but breaks up the pin. No, ooh, vicious kick. Picks him up for a ripcord knee. The knee strikes, the vicious, educated knees of TeaTheShiba. TeaTheShiba. Hurricane Rana. And Usaino catches them for a code breaker in the center of the ring, too. Usaino can capitalize here. Draven. World's bunniest slam. World's fluffiest slam. As Draven climbs up top, jumps over Draven for the bunny stomp. Or the bunny hop. And Draven just taking it to Usaino. T down and out in the center of the ring here. Usaino puts Draven on the ropes and just jabs the hammer into her hip. German suplex by T. German by the American. As T rolls up Draven. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. A very solid 2 kick out. T takes the hammer and just puts it through. A little bunny hop from Usaino to get a hop in her step. A hop in their step. Knee DDT. And now T is back in. Goes for maybe a German, but rolls through. Usaino might be sending T down the rabbit hole. And they land it. Usaino, the underdog, 2. Oh, the underdog nearly pins the overdog as Draven can't keep her hands out from under the ring. Usaino coming in with those bunny hop, Pele kick. Draven's got a bat in hand. T dodges it, swing and a miss. German by T. Tries to whack Usaino, slightly misses it. T takes control. German onto the bat. Oh my god, head first onto the metal bat. Right into the skull as well. TeaTheShiba 1. Breaks it up by Usaino. Usaino kind of going for a German of her own, or of their own, but missed it, or not missed it, but converted it to a takedown. Usaino and Draven in the ring. This has been a crazy match so far. Under the legs. Over. Grabs him. Just tosses. Tilt-a-whirl toss. Tilt-a-whirl slam. by Draven to Usaino. Swing and a miss. Ooh, that one clipped him. That one clipped him. Super kick to the back of the head. It's one thing when you know it's going to hit you, but it's another thing when you completely don't expect it. Sling Blade rolls through into the drop kick by Usaino. Neither competitor is giving them a chance to breathe here. Usaino going for the hand spring Pele kick. And Draven catches Usaino off guard, but Usaino keeps the momentum and just, oh, I thought Usaino was going to just dump them. Usaino going up top. Both competitors down for the bunny hop. Draven reeling. 1, 2. Oh, I don't even know if T could have kicked out of that, but Draven, basement drop kick. Draven saved T from losing there. And Usaino grabs the kendo stick. Cracks the kendo stick over Draven for breaking up the pin. T rips them over into it. Oh, knee? Reverse the knee, though. Usaino with incredible reversal there. Bulldog by Usaino. Draven's taunting to the crowd, but Usaino's not going to allow it. Draven tries to grab Usaino, but her arm's a little bit too short to box with God. Drop kick. I still think this match is very much anyone's game. The lariats as she steps over T. The disrespectful lariats. Oh, drop kicks the legs, taking out all of the balance. Draven's back up, though. Drop toe hold again into the leg lock. Usaino's legs have been targeted quite a bit this match, and T is reeling. Ooh, but I think Usaino barely breaks it, and T says, come on, come on. I think T's calling for the end here. Drop kick, but blocks it. Picks her up for a buster on the knee. Gut buster. T pulls herself outside and says, shh. Like she was never there. Shiba in the night. Draven cracks the kendo stick across T's head. Goes for the pin here. That could have taken her out. 2, 3. Draven sneaks the win with the swift kendo stick to the skull. I think T wasn't focused enough, and Draven, proving why she's #1, will face in a rematch against Shmeeps for the the Idol Division Championship. That time I got it wrong. Idol Division #1 contender is Draven, as we move to the Icon Division #1 contendership for our main event of the evening. It's going to be very hard to top that last match, but we have Icon Division #1 contendership. UnchainedAwesome will be making his entrance first. Unchained is about middle of the road for his rankings right now, but he beat TheSleepyPengu, who just lost again earlier today. What is happening? Is it just flukes, or is Sleepy spiraling? We'll have to see. Unchained picked up an impressive win against TheSleepyPengu. You gotta think, though, how is he gonna handle against FlairZero, who beat Dragthulu to get to the #1 contendership? These two have very differing styles. It's gonna be a bit of a styles clash. Both of them have history in the technology business. Unchained has a computer science degree, and Flair is riding in from work. And Flair is telling me that he's got some car sickness, so he had to hop on his motorcycle for a bit and ride all the way over here. And he's gonna take out his sicknesses on Chain. Can Chain beat Flair to challenge his friend and rival Merlin? The man who tried to end his career by assaulting him with a chair with his partner Gareth? Or will FlairZero pull his first ever opportunity to get the Icon Division Championship? Flair is technical. He's meticulous. He is an assassin. He's an architect. He is dealing with a lot of technical issues back at work. So he's ready to take all of that out on anyone that steps into the ring. And he's been on a bit of a tear recently. He won his 2v2 tag team match with TheSleepyPengu. And he won his match against Dragthulu. Dragthulu probably watching with anger as the man who will never leave him alone gets a shot at a shot for a chance at the Icon Division Championship. This is our main event of the evening. How will these two handle it? Unchained versus Flair. Both taking it slow out the gates, very methodical. Slam his hip down. You don't want a dislocated hip. Off the ropes with a flying forearm. Unchained wastes no time, but Flair rolls through in a lariat, maybe challenging the king for his throne here. Chains lariats as he gets the Muay Thai knees into the roundhouse kick. The educated back and forth between these two, just the fundamentals, needy T. Unchained and Flair don't have too much of a history in this business right now, other than outside it. And Unchained wrapping his arm around. That does not look comfortable for either folk. Just trying to wear his arms down, I guess, but elbows to the face. I don't think Chain got all of that locked in properly. Off the ropes and back body drop to the average-sized man. Tosses him to the floor, or to the canvas, rather. Kick to the back. Flair is known for, like, targeting very vital parts of your, or painful parts, rather. I mean, fingers are pretty vital. I don't know. But he targets things like fingers, like toes, like legs, knees, the vertebrae. Things that, like, when you fall on those or someone hits you in those, it hurts. Have you ever stubbed your toe? That's what Flair's trying to make you do. Have you ever stepped on a Lego? That's Flair's offense. They trade blows, drop toe hold. Takes the big man down. Trying to grab him, maybe looking to get him for that lariat. Ooh, shining wizard. That could give you a shiner. And Flair goes for a little bit of a code breaker. Busts Chain open early on in the match. Flips him over, and Chain could be knocked out. Chain could be knocked out. Flair is known for busting open his opponents. 1, 2, kick out. That would have been a very fast win. Dragon Screw leg whip. Not everything's a drop toe hold. And the ground and pound for Chain. Knees to the chest and chops. Light him up. Takes him down. Chain trying to keep as much momentum as he can as he jumps over and crashes into Flair, using his body as a weapon, propelling it over the top rope in front of the French-Canadian commentator's booth. He picks up Flair, and he tosses him into the announce table. And then he tosses him into the barricade. Running punches. They have till a count of 10 to get back into the ring. Scoop slam by Flair. As they get to a count of 5, could we see another count out loss or victory? Chain's pretty good at those. Uranagi, 6 count. They need to hurry up. Chain throws Flair over to the other side. Rolls in at a count of 7. Count of 8. Chain is known for getting count-out victories here. Flair is reeling, but Chain doesn't want that way. Breaks the count and resets it to 1. Flair tries to run back. Ooh, like burning hammer knee. Chain and T fought in the same dojo, the same wrestling school here. Needy T. 4. Chain loves to fight on the outside and use everything to his advantage. 5. They're halfway there. Chucks Flair into the stairs at a 6 count. And chucks Flair into the crowd. What happens if they get a double count out? They both immediately remember, oh shit, this is not no holds barred. They're in countouts. And they run back. Nearly a very bad situation where both of them Chainmaker in the center of the ring, shoulders down. 1, 2, no, kick out. Oh my gosh. My heart just went through several emotions to that. Fight forever chants from the chat. A lariat! Flattening, inside out, pretzeling Flair as Chain climbs up to the top rope, and it looks like we're going to see a sheepdog fly, but no! Flair catches Chain off guard, tips up, and is now in control, completely shifting the momentum. And he works over the arm. Flair has put in a slew of submissions into his arsenal that he can pop off at any moment. Lariat in the corner. Flair is looking for a below 0. And he lands it. But again, he's gassed. It takes so much out of him to pull himself above. Chain is down. Does he have enough time to get the pin off? Ref's out of position. 1, 2, kick out by Chain at 2.99999. Double stomp. Flair not giving him any time to breathe after that kick out. And he clobbers him, rocks him real bad. Leg lariat. This master of the lariat can do all sorts of lariats. Sheepdog headbutt. Nobody wins in a headbutt unless you're a sheepdog. Goes for the pin. Could have concussed Flair right here. 2. No. Kick out at 2. Chain has put out everything in his arsenal, and Flair's kicked out of it. Both of these people need to think about what they can do next. What will it take to get the win? Running Bulldog from Flair. Flair and Chain never really had these kind of opportunities as Codebreaker, or Combo Breaker, excuse me. Codebreaker's another thing. Flair taking his sweet time to pull Chain into the ring. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Chain was looking like he was gonna get up before Flair sat on him for the pin, so. Flair with the below 0, but dropped it, or dodged it. Drop kick sends him, makes some space between the two. Ooh, feints a punch. Grabs him from behind. Skull-crushing finale. We've never seen Flair pull that off before. And Flair targets the arms of Chain. Rolls through the double stomp. Lariat into the corner. And he tries to push him, but Flair grabs the leg and flops him down. Chain kips up, fighting through the pain. Throws Flair into the corner. Knees up. And he goes back to the well, but Flair will try. Well, that won't be working on him. Ooh, he just clotheslined the ref and the Chain landed on her. I don't think either of them saw the ref. Chain ducked out the way and the ref just got clotheslined by Flair. I think the ref, we need to have a doctor check on her. She is roughed up. As Flair takes control, I hope she knows, and I hope she's good. The ref's back up. You can't pin when the ref is down, but Chain rolls out the ring. And Flair is not going to let him escape his clutches. Elbow drop. Ooh, it looks like it did a little bit of damage to Flair there. Chain fighting out of it. Throws Flair into the barricade. And a suplex just topples him into the front row. The count of 3, Chain throws in Flair. Chain taking his time to get back into the ring. Could we be seeing another flying sheepdog headbutt? No. Elbow drop from the top to the back of the spine there, the lower spine. It rolls him up into a chainmaker. Center of the ring, shoulders down, #1 contendership on the line. 1, 2, 3. And Chain will be meeting Merlin on Saturday for the Icon Division Championship match. I bet Merlin was watching this match closely. Chain will be moving on and is the #1 contender for Merlin's title. See you guys on Saturday. I'm Masu Pro Wrestlington. This was Masu Pro Wrestling, and we'll see you guys next time.